Picture this. You're alive with excitement at a bustling fairground. The kids are laughing, the air is scented with fried treats, the weather is perfect. Beautiful festival music is playing, and the noise of high-powered rides permeates the atmosphere. The fairground ride, the Superstar, is the most notable among all the attractions by no argument. You get a pure adrenaline rush as you are spun about by this roller coaster. However, joy gave way to terror at the Chester University Annual Festival Fair when the Superstar, which was meant to be an escape, started to collapse mid-air. Unknown to the festival attendees, the situation escalated into a crashing and exploding disaster. Hold tight as we discuss a horrifying incident in which a popular fairground ride accident turned a jolly fair into a nightmare. Every year, the beloved festival fair at the University of Chester unites communities, families and students for entertainment, fun and togetherness. The fair transforms the institution into an amusement park by bringing bright lights, a vibrant atmosphere and numerous activities to the Exton Park campus. The Superstar ride had risen to prominence for the adrenaline-fueled joy it gave riders as it spun faster and faster, tilting and rotating at angles. Every ride elicited ecstatic shouts from the crowd, and this thrilling roller coaster had the power to transform fear into excitement. The festival on March 27th seemed like the perfect event. There was a great crowd, the weather was good, and the energy was electric. The Superstar had people queuing eagerly for a ride as usual, and others have captured the moments their friends and loved ones were having on their phones. Ride after ride, people are strapped in, eagerly anticipating the adrenaline rush as the Superstar comes to life. Nobody knew that there was a ticking bomb hidden behind its radiant appearance, waiting to explode and throw the fair into disarray. The Superstar was set to reveal a deadly malfunction that the safety check had missed or most likely didn't notice. Anticipation and excitement quickly turned to terror, and the ride, which has always been a source of joy, soon became pandemonium. It all happened so fast without warning. The Superstar was in full swing, lashing riders into dismembering speeds one moment, and then a deafening metallic snap tore through the air the next minute. The laughter and music died away as everyone on the fairground turned toward the sound. The ride lost a large panel, which ripped off and flew through the air like a deadly missile, sending everyone into screams of terror. It wasn't just one detached panel. Shards of debris flew everywhere as the force of the ride's movement sent shrapnel flying in all directions. The Superstar shook violently as the trapped riders screamed in their seats with terror as other festival goers ran for safety, dodging and ducking flying debris. There was so much chaos. Parents tried to save their children from being hurt and pulled them away from the scene. Others ran in fear, trying to save themselves. A horrified attendee filmed the incident, capturing the heart-stopping moment in vivid detail. The video consists of screams and camera shakes. 2 people were caught in the chaos. One student had a concussion and severe whiplash, leaving them with lasting physical and emotional scars. The other person got hit by the debris but suffered less severe injury. Paramedics hurried through the now gloomy crowd, and they took both injured people to the hospital. The incident was equally a nightmare for those on the ride. They were strapped into their seats and could only pray as the Superstar shuddered violently before slowing down and coming to a halt. The pure excitement they had been feeling just a few moments ago was quickly replaced instead by terror and the scary realization that their lives were hanging on by a thread. After the disaster, the festival grounds were totally unrecognizable. The grounds suddenly went from lively to eerie and silent, and all you could hear were sirens and whispers from the people who were still in terror of what had just happened. The area was quickly secured, and Northwest Ambulance Services treated the injured swiftly. The Superstar stood as a horribly twisted monument to the horror of that night, looking like a skeleton made of metal and lights. Investigators tried to piece together what went wrong as the injured were transported to a nearby hospital. The early findings revealed that the Superstar did not pass its routine safety inspections. A hidden structural flaw had gone unnoticed. Over time, the stress on the ride's components reached a catastrophic breaking point on that fateful night. The footage went viral as news outlets jumped on the story, spiking outrage and fear in viewers. So everyone started demanding stricter regulation and accountability and asking how safe fairground rides were. The superstar disaster became a symbol of the many dangers lurking behind the fun of amusement park disasters. The University of Chester, the festival hosts, was put under extreme scrutiny. They promised tighter safety measures going forward, but it was too late. The damage had already been done. The tragedy had tarnished a highlight of the year in the festival. Students said the event organizers had shaken their trust, while some families vowed never to attend the festival again. More frequently and thorough ride checks were also implemented for safety. There was less leniency with operators who did not provide detailed records of maintenance for their rides, and they had to present the most up-to-date status of their condition. All this was just a bitter consolation to those who were directly affected, however. They would never forget that day. The haunting metallic snap, the flying debris, and the terrifying screams. The student who had suffered from a concussion and whiplash faced a long, painful road to recovery from her injuries. It took her weeks to recover and get over the physical and emotional trauma of the near-death experience. Caitlin Colclough, 19, a first-year history and politics student from Kidsgrove, was taken to Countess of Chester Hospital after suffering a concussion and a whiplash. The 19-year-old had to undergo a CT scan. According to her mother, who spent the weekend in Chester caring for her daughter, Mandy Hancock, she said she was still in shock. "I was crying my eyes out watching the video," she said. "When I watched in slow motion, it was very, very scary. It has given me a few nightmares. I don't know if she heard the bang or not, because obviously there was a lot of screaming on the ride from people on it and enjoying it. The piece landed on them, but the ride kept going. I thought it would have had an emergency stop." Although her daughter's CT scan came back all clear, she said, "They said the concussion can take a few weeks to resolve. She's having blurred vision and really bad headaches, and she's going dizzy when she stands up, which makes her feel sick." Ms. Hancock was not satisfied with how the university and students' union handled the situation after the accident. She said her daughter received limited support after the accident. "My concern was not just for Caitlin, but I couldn't find any further information or anything. All that the students' union published was that they were working with the health and safety team. It's disappointing how it's been handled post-accident. The support that has been in place has been very limited. I know it was the Easter weekend, but just a note under her door would have gone a long way. Just to say, give us a call on this number if you need anything." The other injured student was taken to the hospital and discharged the same day, according to the report provided by the students' union. However, Jamie Morris, the CEO of the Chester Students' Union, stated that the university provided assistance to the affected students. 2 students were taken to hospital as a precaution and were discharged on the same day. Both the Students' Union and the university's well-being team had been in close contact with the students throughout to offer support. The incident has been reported to the HSE to pick up with the external ride operator as necessary. Those who attended the fair described it as a life-changing event. Some were so traumatized by the memory of the incident that they couldn't get on fairground rides in general due to PTSD, unable to overcome their fear as the incident reminds them of how quickly excitement can turn into terror. The image of the ride breaking apart midair will remain imprinted in the minds of the fairgoers on March 27th. It's a continuous reminder of how a happy and jolly event can quickly turn into a devastating catastrophe due to human negligence. Thank you for watching. If you find this story interesting, kindly like, subscribe, comment and share. Until next time, stay safe. If you'd like to see more of these videos, make sure to let us know in the comments. It is only through your support that we can continue doing this.